before I get into that sort of vent sesh, I wanted to talk about the last video that I posted, right? 7-set abso. It was pretty insane, right? If you guys haven't watched the video, definitely check it out. It's pretty hard to believe, but we're here, and it's been about a few days. I think I hit 7 set on Saturday. I'm recording this on Tuesday, so you'll probably see this on Thursday, and it will, out of clear, Damien, lucid, lotus, everything like that. So the damage numbers will be in, covert, Mulong. The numbers are pretty insane. I think hard Damien, I PR'd almost 100 bill, which is, my previous was like 70 something, and it was a huge jump. And especially for paladins, it wasn't the cap necessarily that I was looking for in 7 set. It was more about the physical attack, and then also the crit damage, and then the boss attack you get from the boots that I got, and then the crit rate from the cape. And so it's just a lot of stats stacked on top of each other just all at once. And so it's pretty insane just to see what stats can do to a paladin DPS specifically. But one of the things that I like to do when I hit like a milestone or achievement, looking back on it at the beginning of the year, I was thinking I wanted to start playing my Demon Slayer again. I wanted to get it to do hard Damien by V4, right? Anniversary. That was my goal, and we're pretty much close to hitting that. And then for my paladin, it was to at least get the Absol weapon by V4. That obviously a lot of factors, RNG and things like that, but that was sort of where, if I got that, I would have been happy. And then if I got obviously a few Absols here and there, that would have been ideal. I think I was hoping to get maybe like 35 mil cap at V4 as well. And I was looking back right before I started recording, at what my cap was at the beginning of the year. And I looked at a video, it was in November, and my stats were 55k physical attack, 31.57 mil cap, 2-set Absol, and we were doing all the same content, right? And that's 6 months ago, less than 6 months ago, and actually exactly 6 months ago. And now I'm at 67k physical attack, 35.9, 36.1 mil cap, so 4.5 mil cap more, 12k more physical attack, 7-set Absol. So it's just like, I think, not trying to like brag or flex, but I think I always try to remind myself and other people in general that ask me about gear is like, you have to like put it into perspective, right? If you compare yourself to someone else all the time, you're never going to be satisfied, right? If you see someone else hitting something and getting more gear, you don't want to do that. Ideally, it's not really good for your mental health, and there's always someone you're going to be chasing, right? And so for me, I always try to remind myself, after 3 months, 6 months, whatever, look back, try to take screenshots of your gear, your level, your progressions, and just sort of remind yourself that it's all like, gains are gains. Like, it may not seem instant. It may not seem like, oh, I made a lot of progress recently. Like, the last 6 months, I've barely been spending. I haven't been buying packages. I haven't really upgraded anything. It's really just the stones that I get, the mezzos that I get from nodes and selling other endgame bossing stigma stones and weapon stones, and just getting really lucky with the hits. But yeah, it's nice to kind of just see how far in 6 months the gear has progressed without really, having sort of that like rushed mentality, like that I gotta get to this, like I gotta have super high expectations, I gotta spend and catch up, because I think that's where a lot of the times, wherever you are at the game, you'll be surprised at how much progression you've made without even thinking about it, just by doing the daily grind, right? Just by doing your events and your bossing, your weekly, daily bosses. It adds up. And it's always nice to kind of remind yourself, and for me to remind myself, that it's been there are gains being made without more than you think. And in this video in November, I was at 249 or 241 level, and now I'm gonna hit 250 in a week, maybe yeah, about a week. So 9 levels in 6 months. So that's also a cool achievement as well. But as far as how far I've come, um, I've been asked this question: what is first of all, how many attempts did it take to get 7 set? And I don't really keep track of these things because it kind of it's just not good for me. Like, there's no point in doing that. I know people that track it and stuff. I could not. That would just hurt my soul. But I know that ballpark. I think my cape was 40 plus. I remember I tried to grind that thing, tried to push that to get like the two set bonus and then the 4 set bonus, and I just gave up on it. And then so that was 40 plus. I think my shoulders were 30, high 20s or low 30s as well, because I know that took 2 out of the 4 Absolab pieces took me forever to get. My outfit was, I think, like less than 3. My outfit was, I remember I had, and then my hat was maybe 3 to 4, 5. So I know I had 2 that took a ton of attempts, my shoulders and my cape. And I know my outfit was fast because I think I didn't need to Mastercraft reduce that one. And then my hat, I know it was about 5 attempts as well. But the real luck was from the stigma stones, right? The weapon, the gloves, and the shoes. Those are the expensive ones. Those are the hard Damien grind. And the weapon, I'm pretty sure was 5. We can look back on it, but I'm pretty sure it was 5. And then my shoes was, I think they all were 5. Oh no, my gloves. My gloves were less than 3 again because I didn't have to Mastercraft reduce it. So that was very lucky because I remember I got my gloves before I got my cape, and I think before I even got my shoulders, if I don't not mistaken. So I went outfit. I think I went outfit, hat, gloves, and then I ended up doing weapon. I think I ended up doing weapon so that I didn't lose my 3-set bonus on my necro. Yeah, so I went for Absolab weapon next to get to get the 4-set bonus for the 20% BA, and then I still had my belt, cape, shoulders. Now I'm messing it up. Yeah, belt, cape, shoulders for the 3-set. I forget what it was, but I know that. No, I'm just blanking. Ah, dang it. But yeah, the stigma stones were very lucky. I think it was probably around 3 out of 12, something 13, something ridiculously lucky. So yeah, that is where I kind of averages out per se. I still very fortunate. Still very fortunate. The ones that I passed early were the ones that are most expensive, and yeah, that was my attempts totals. And then now just people asking me about what's next, right? What's next post Absolab? I beat the game basically, and for me, I guess on my paladin, my goal is to just level to save up nodes for V4 so I can max that, at least my V4 main paladin skill, because I know that one's very good. And so I want to max that first. And that's coming, if you don't know, anniversary is probably coming end of June, early July. Last year it came end of June. And I think the year before, the previous years, it was coming in July sometime. But yeah, hopefully it comes in late June. That'd be pretty sweet. And then V4, and then just making my own chaos fodders. I still plan on selling my stigma stones, whether it's armor or weapon. I still plan on selling my dream stones. I'm not in a rush for the belt at all. That just doesn't feel like the value is there, as far as the prices that they're still at in our server are over 10, are over max meso still. So it's the dream belt to me feels like it once you hit the belt, there's no real value in the stones, right? And then stones are just going to depreciate value over time. So I figured now if I can sell it still at a good value, good price, yeah, I can get so much more out of that selling those stones. So might as well. And I can just wait till the prices drop down or free to play it till whenever. No rush there at all. But yeah, sell Dreamstones, V4, and then levels, of course, trying to get 250, just trying to level up there, and then make my own Chaos Fodders. I've been trying to use my Mezzos to build it up from Mythic, use my powders, use my CDD alt army to make my own, get to Ancient, and then use my Chaos Shards from the dailies or from my Lotus runs just to get that up to Chaos and then slowly Star Force it up. The Star Force is a pain, but yeah, I have some plans for that to hopefully get lucky and pray for good luck. But yeah, there's no rush in that at all. So that is my kind of my three avenues. And then for my Demon Slayer, that's sort of where my next route is going to be. I have two pieces level 50 Chaos right now, have one Ancient Brick at level 48, so trying to get that to 50, my hat, and then Chaos that over. And then just try to get save up nodes again for V4. And I'm already doing normal Damien, hopefully doing hard Damien in the next few weeks on my Demon Slayer. And then Lucid, I'm already doing Lucid. So I'm in a good spot on my Demon Slayer as well. Just the Exalting grind is a grind. And I'm low on powders, and I'm low on everything's bricked. And yeah, so the Demon Slayer is slow and steady. It's going to get hard to even get the 25 mil cap on that Demon Slayer without some really insane luck for Absolabs. But yeah, that is where I'm at. Very happy with the progression that I made there. I think I made over 4 mil cap increase since the beginning of the year as well, my Demon Slayer. So really proud of that and happy about the route because that's all free. That's all just through CDD alts and slowly progressing. But yeah, other than that, maybe gear up, just build the army, build the Damien army with V4 coming out. It's going to be easier, less stats needed to clear normal Damien and then hard Damien and then Lucid as well. Just need those levels. So maybe look at a third character. Maybe invest in the Bishop that I play. Maybe invest in the Paladin, the second Paladin that I play for normal Damien. That's the beauty of Maplestory, and I'll talk about it later. But one of my favorite things is just the options, the classes. I love the alt story. I love the, being able to invest in different play styles and things like that. And so, yeah, that is the plan. But for me, it's slow and steady. Just trying not to burn out, trying to pace myself, have a nice balance of not spending anything, being patient on the resources, being patient on the mezzos, trying to find ways to free to play more. And yeah, but that's enough about Absolab journey. It was amazing. Still not done. Definitely not. Trying to get up to 60, get to 40 mil cap and beyond. But that is for another, 40 mil cap. The goal, if I get 40 mil cap by the end of the year, that would be insane. Hopefully they just give us free cap, base cap eventually. But yeah, that would be pretty sweet to look back on, it being at 36 mil now and then 7 months from now being at 40. That would be pretty sweet. But we'll be right back, and then we're going to talk about a little bit of Maplestory nostalgia, why I love the game and why I keep playing.